out and coming. One of you must go, and we'll see you later. You're a traitor.
Hello, faithfuls. Welcome to Tally the Votes, Traitors Edition. We have barely begun to grieve the losses of our gamer's demise last week when this week, tragic ends find a gamer again, and the roundtable has proven that the squeaky wheel might get the grease, but in the game of traitors, it gets gone. With me tonight to cover this tale of woe is a lady who, I can personally guarantee, would murder her fellow gamers if it meant a win, and faithfuls, we'd all hear her laughing as we drew our last breath. Chrissy, a cautious welcome to you to Tally the Turret.
Hello, thank you. That was funny, but I just started laughing as you were before you even had it out of your mouth. That was already giggling. So I was like, yeah,
we'd hear it, we'd know. Now, as we have learned, every murder, every spearing, every fountain of blood requires a henchman to do the heavy lifting. And here at Tally the Votes, we have our own faithful groundskeeper. He's our legal advisor, our theme music compriser. You can call him a henchman, but never a goon. Brian, good to see you. He's muted. He's so secretly muted.
Brian is saying something important.
I want to say that I'm here to attack the jovial, jocular, Joplin gal, Jamie. That's who is the traitor. She's jovial. She's jocular. She's from Joplin. She's Jamie. She's a traitor.
Dang. I got reported right there is what I got. Well, speaking of being reported, the last figure we have lurking in the shadow is a fellow who Rappaport might call conniving, colluding, commiserating. But we know that those are only 3 out of the 4 C words that best describes David. Hey, David.
I'm sorry, I was drinking. Rappaport style.
Double hands.
You know why he does that, right? He drinks it with 2 hands like that because he grew up in New York. And in New York, when you're drinking your water, they'll come over and slap it out of your hand. You got to hold it with 2 hands.
So please explain why he shovel slides the food into his mouth. Okay, we'll get to all that. We will get to all that. Okay, all right, gang. Our faithfuls have increased their earnings to $106,000.
Oh,
and that's real money.
Real cash money. We got a murder.
I totally have not even noticed that. I'm so paying attention to other things. Where are we?
I got it.
What is it? $106,000. That's pretty good.
106,700.
Yep.
6,700.
We got another murder. Got a couple of banishments. Likely a far less entertaining roundtable going forward. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's go through the motions of the last 2 episodes. I would like to start us out with the challenges, if you wouldn't mind. I don't know. We don't love the challenges. It's just the least exciting part of the show, right?
Well,
do we love the challenges? Yay or nay?
With the spear, I thought it was really fantastic.
I kind of love that, the yelling the name out.
Yes. And then they blow the horn.
We did get some pretty damn good drama moments.
And they had a Hunger Vibes thing. Like they blew the horn, like somebody was murdered on Hunger Games.
Yes, exactly. And I thought it was going to be kind of lame. But the little beasties is what he called them. They were kind of actually interesting. They were very kind of like Wicker Man, something like,
Yeah, they were kind of cool with
that. I got a kick out of Rappaport yelling the name over and over and over.
I'm going to zag Jamie.
All right.
I'm going to say I like the challenges this season.
All right.
Because there's more strategy involved in the challenges. Like the statues had the shields underneath the base.
Yes, sir.
And it's all or nothing with those. I like that in the spear thing, you're deciding who doesn't get a shield. in the past, the challenges have always given you an opportunity to do or risk things to protect yourself. Like you could remove someone's name from a list and put your name in their place. But this season, I think there's more strategy involved in the challenges. So I found it interesting. Like I thought it was interesting under the statues. It appeared from when I watched, not all of them had the same number of shields under them.
Well, the last 4 and all the
And the
other.
last one had one for every member of the team if they wanted it.
Really
Tricky,
tempt 'em, right?
tricky.
Yeah, that was
They're
a hard
tricky.
Now, this is where production's screwing with it, right? Because they had to know, so they had to go, oh, these are the last 2, run and put 3 shields in, because they couldn't have known in advance which coins they were going to find in what order. And for that to work, it had to be the last 2, right?
I would assume for dramatic purposes.
It'd be too much of a coincidence that they were the last 2.
So there's like someone standing by on walkie for when they pull the coin out,
and they have to run they probably have to run much further than
they
it
were
shows
when they
on
would get
TV.
the coin out, they would like shout it out. So then they're like, Meadow,
That's right.
Meadow, you got to get your coins in there right now. Stat, you know.
Well,
I mean, they would know once the 7th one goes, the 6th one goes, they know which one are 7 and 8, so they just run and get them.
they would know what was left.
True.
I agree with what you said, Brian. I like that the differences with these challenges, the getting these shields and stuff, it's not just a matter of keeping yourself safe. Now it comes with a consequence. Keeping yourself safe, screw somebody else.
Right.
And so I kind of do like with the shields, this whole, well, nobody gets murdered if nobody takes a shield.
Right.
That's risky. And then you're sitting there where your whole team can be safe. So that puts a lot on the line there.
And it also puts out a huge carrot for the traitors, because all one of them has to do is pull one out of a box.
And what's funny is none of them did.
And no one's safe.
None of the traitors did, because they unveiled that.
Oh, they wanted to, though.
No, they did. But here's what's interesting about what you said, Brian, is do you think that maybe, this is what, the 4th season, that they haven't yet figured out now the strategy? Because now it would be great to have 4 allies and say, no matter what, we don't put each other's names down, right? We're going after these people, and you target right? So you could form alliances, if you will, regardless of whether you have a traitor on your team or not. Right?
Yeah.
I think that it's almost going to be the inverse of Survivor, where instead of dragging a goat to the finale, like the traitors bring like the people that are strong and smart and help them and stay hidden in plain sight amongst them. And I think the game has sort of been lopsided. And I don't know if any of you all saw this, but Zac Efron, after last year, sort of did like a mathematical breakdown of the probabilities of winning. And
wait. Zach did that or Dylan did that?
I mean, Dylan, sorry.
Okay.
His name is Dylan.
He's actually playing a really good game.
He's playing a really good game right now. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry, Dylan and Boston Rob.
Sorry.
But like he did a computation and basically determined mathematically it's easier to win the game as a traitor than it is a faithful.
Definitely.
And I think some of the twists and turns, they can't have to keep tweaking the game, so it's a more equitable game for the faithful. Or I mean, if the bad guys win every time, you never go watch the wrestling if the bad guy wins. Occasionally, the good guy has to win the match.
Otherwise, it's just
right.
Right.
I wonder if on this game they will do, usually on this game, there is on the innocent side someone who has some sort of investigative power. And I wonder, it just seems like every year they're kind of tweaking it a little bit, but they've got a lot of things they can do. And I really wonder if they're going to do that here soon, because having one person, and maybe they have to do some challenge themselves in plain sight or something. If their guest is the investigator, they can't tell anyone. They guess they're the investigator, they're automatically dead if they tell.
Okay. On that point, call me crazy and hear my pitch idea. Okay, right. We're having all these crossovers. We're having all these crossover events. Wouldn't it behoove you on Peacock to reach out to Daniel Craig and get Benoit Blanc to come to the Traitors Castle from Knives Out and like make an appearance and do like a promotional thing with Knives Out and the Traitors.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be like a cool crossover?
I'm sure he spent some time in the UK. It wouldn't be that hard to jump up there, right? Come on, Daniel. He would have so much fun with it too.
That would be pretty great.
Okay, send in that idea.
Write it up, send it in. We all approve of it.
Yeah, we approve.
We can petition this.
Well, we were talking about how at work we like the idea of the secret of being able to play along. And I said, you know what? When everything's done filmed, the everything that's cost so much money that's already spent. But you have all this footage. Why not cut two completely different shows, one where you know who the traitors are, one where you don't, so you can play along if you want to, or you know what I mean? That would be kind of fun.
I like this.
Well, here's another idea I had, since I'm just spitballing here,
since we're trying to make Peacock money,
right? Because they need more. They need it more than we do, obviously. But my other thought was, like, until a certain point in the game, I think that whoever the secret traitor is, if they're found out and killed, they should they should send two names to the other traitors, and they have to recruit from that list. So the secret traitor can say, like, you don't get to pick who you want. And they can write it down before every event. So if it feels like the traitors are going to come after them, or they can decide, do I want to help the traitors, or do I want to screw the traitors based on how the game's going?
The secret traitor concept doesn't work if the traitor knows who it is. And if they know it's one of two people, they can lobby both people for who they want.
No, I'm just talking about for recruitment.
It's like a fail-safe.
They send it to them, and they pick the two, and then Alan tells them the next day, and they never meet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
interesting.
I think that would be interesting, because then that gives the secret traitor some ability to protect someone in the game too, because they could be like, oh, one of these people, because I really hope they do well.
And I think the stakes. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, but just imagine you send them make it 3 names, so it's just like it is for the kill. So then the traitors are like, well, we pick this person, okay? This is the person we want to be the secret traitor. Well, they said the traitors know who the secret traitor is now. They can decide, do I work with the traitor? Do I not work with the traitor? The new secret traitor can do whatever they want with that information. They can blow the game up.
And they still don't know who the other traitors are.
The secret traitor doesn't. No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like any version where, if we're going to have a secret traitor, I need the stakes to be higher for the other traitors. Because they know who each other are. That gives them advantage.
There's some in proportion.
They have all of that there.
You know what would be interesting? What if there was the secret traitor, and the secret traitor put out 5 or 6 names? And then the traitors had to go to the turret separately, not knowing who the other 2 were, and vote for it.
So
you don't even know who you're working with. That could be interesting. That would take away their big advantage of knowing who the others are.
Or when the result comes in, they still don't know who voted for who.
Right. So they could think they're working with a traitor, and it's not. Or they could go, oh, that's a traitor. Let's give the faithful a traitor and lead a push to get somebody out. And then that person just happened to be a faithful that they thought was a traitor. And now they possibly expose their game.
I still think there has to be something on the innocent side for someone to get a clue. They have to throw a clue out there. You know what I mean? And then that, and if someone gets a clue, and you might not know, you might just know it's a housewife. Let's say. I'm just using that as an example.
Our friend Bean has rejoined us for the first time in a long time.
I think the way to do it, Christy, would be to give a clue that's relevant not to who they are, but what's happened in the house. Like at the first challenge, this person was in the last group to finish, or was in the second half of the group.
Correct.
So that also, you have to see who's really paying attention to the game.
Yeah,
No,
little
that-
like a
that's-
Big
so-
Brother quiz.
So someone
yeah.
should be able to
Yeah.
have that power, a secret power, like the secret traitor. They're like the secret investigator. And every night they can get, if they do the thing that they're supposed to do or something during the day, then every night they get a little bit of intel.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
Mhm,
Are you
mhm.
ready? This is inspiring me. I already had 2 good ideas before I got on here. You gave me a third. What about this? That during the challenges, just like the way on Survivor, you can, look around on the bench and see if there's something and see if you get.
Mhm.
What if during the challenge, like there's a station where you can go get a clue, but you incur
forget
some
shields.
penalty for yourself
Yeah.
that hurts you so that you can't get the shield, but you can get a clue.
Yeah.
And then
That's
people would
awesome,
have
too.
to determine, like, do I do this in the open? Do I try to sneak at the end?
And then if you knew other people had clues, you have to decide whether you're sharing your clue information with other people. And then it's not just one person. Then people get a little bit of power too. It makes them feel better.
Yes.
You know? They have some value
See?
to the other players.
Mhm, mhm.
Peacock, call me.
Are you kidding me?
He's
You
got
better
all
call
the
me,
best
too.
ideas.
That's right.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm bringing in the creative team.
Bring the team. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Excellent. Excellent. We can do
Yes.
this.
You can do it. Well, I mean, these challenges, like you said, at least there's something more to them that there's some strategy involved in the game itself. It's not just about winning money or sabotaging the group
Mhm.
money.
Yeah, I feel like the game's evolving. I mean, what
Yeah.
season was it where Survivor put the first idol in 9?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the game's totally different. And I think this game's going to evolve because it has to, because Brian's right. The Traitors can't win every year.
I mean, after
Right.
season 1 of Survivor, we thought the show was all about
Getting naked.
getting naked and freaking other players out, and then just going
Mhm.
off when you'd had enough. That's it. That's
True.
all there was.
Well, I do
Very
miss some of the
rare.
going off. I mean, I do miss the yelling at each other.
And then
Well,
coming
that's
home
why-
and evading taxes.
That's right.
Listen, that's why on Traitors we had both Tiffany Mitchell and Rappaport in the same season. So because we like that going off thing just a little bit.
Yes, correct.
Like when
Correct.
her name got yelled, like when they're like, they just yelled your name, and she's like, I hope the fuck they didn't.
No shit.
I thought Tiffany got a
Look
little
out
too.
for
I thought
blood.
Tiffany got a little too hostile. I thought she should have backed it down a little.
Yeah,
She did.
She did. We'll talk about that when we
Okay,
get to
we're
the
gonna get
round
there.
table for sure. But she was
Lead us,
already
leader.
stabbing and yelling and screaming and ready to
Mm-hmm.
go before she ever got to that round
Mhm.
table.
Yes, and the silly thing about the shield thing is I get it. You want a shield, but the more not everyone can get a shield, right? You want to get the money, and the more of those you burned, the more money you had, and the better odds every single person had at not being murdered,
Yep.
right? If only
Protection
3
in
people get burned.
numbers.
Exactly. So them getting upset with each other because that team put my burned my thing, whatever, who cares? They were really taking it a little too seriously. They might be getting
I think
cuckoo
that
now.
it's like, okay, when we watched I know Brian and I don't know if Christy, if you and David have had the chance yet, but the UK celebrities Traitors this
Oh
year.
yeah, I'm done. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So these people actually really did like each other, and they were both they were all afraid of making somebody else feel bad.
Sure.
In this group, if somebody puts your name on anything, they take it personally, like you don't like me. It's not a matter of you're increasing your odds, it's you don't like me.
You know
It's
what?
very
I think
different.
this is going to be the difference between UK and US Survivor, UK or Aussie Survivor, sorry, and the US Survivor. And so this UK thing, they are playing a game. They always acknowledge it's a game. They're very polite with each other, but they're also very suspicious, very shrewd, very checking each other out, right? But
And they can use the
our-
C word and no one gets mad.
Our Americans, they take it like we're saying you as a person are a traitor. No, that's your role in this game, but they take it so
Right.
personally. You know that when we vote you out
Yes.
or we murder you tonight, you're not really dead, right? Like they take it very seriously.
Although the henchman with the axe was really freaking creepy, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The henchmen.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great time actually to go to breakfast because there was a lot of talk about the henchman and what did he look like and what happened in the murder and all this. But before we start on that, I have to ask a question. Does this group knock 10 times louder than any group has ever knocked in the history of this show?
Yes.
I swear there must be
Tara.
That was so funny.
Tara.
He was like Scarlett O'Hara. They're running.
Oh my god. But yeah, every time it's like they knock so loud. Half of the people that are eating breakfast about fall out of their chair. All these little tiny women are just like.
And what about the salmon? They're getting hostile about the freaking salmon.
Smoked salmon.
Of course, there's no salmon left.
Yep, apparently it's gone. If you're not one of the first like 5 people there, how much do they give? Why aren't you making enough for everybody?
Yeah, why isn't there more salmon? I mean, I understand it's not Jeff Probst running your budget, right?
Well, and clearly there's something going on about the egg whites too, because Alan had to throw in a jive on that, whatever you people eat.
Okay, imagine this. Imagine this. You want to talk about something shocking to see? Michael Rappaport on UK Traitors. Those people be like, this bloke is mental. He is mental.
We better not vote for him. He might hurt us.
Oh my God, him and Joe would have gone at it. I think Joe would have had enough of that. Joe would have had enough of that.
We would get like a yes, sir.
Yeah, he would have flattened Rappaport's nose like his is, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right with his head.
Oh, okay. Sign me up. I want to see it. I really want to see it.
Oh, Bean adds in the chat. Tiffany said in an interview that good food goes fast and is not replaced.
All right. So they have like the good food and then some bad food.
Yeah, and apparently the salmon is the good food.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants the salmon, which is weird because I'm sorry,
salmon's sitting out on a set for a while waiting for people to get there. That can't be good.
I didn't know salmon was such a breakfast thing. I mean, I know sometimes, but would you want it day after day after day for breakfast?
Maybe that's not knocking at the door. Maybe they're actually fighting to get through it first. I'm getting the last
one piece of salmon left.
Johnny, move your ass.
I don't know. I guess if it's such a big deal, don't you just tell one of the other people, hey, grab an extra piece of salmon, and if you get there first,
Johnny
I'll do that for you.
somebody to get the salmon.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, I'm just gonna slide this over here for Christy when she gets in.
I got you. If I'm there first, if you're there first, we go.
He throws an elbow at Lipinski to get to the salmon.
Listen, I know from firsthand experience that Christy is the person you need to like slide a little something back for you. Because like I traveled across an entire state and walked into a hotel room that already had mixed drinks in the glasses in the refrigerator. Multiple.
Ready to go. We are ready right now. What do you want? I got a couple of options.
She's got this. There was some snacks. She
was got Captain Crunch.
There was chips. There was candy bars. There was a Diet Coke.
They missed happy hour at the hotel, so I took all the drink cards and ran downstairs and got all the drinks. I just got like 3 or 4 different drinks and took it back up, and then I got pretzels and I got chips and I got a little bit of every single thing they had down there. I brought it all up and I had it out for them.
I love the idea that there was probably one person sitting down there watching you take all this stuff up and then come down and then take it up again.
And they're probably like sitting there texting their friend going, this girl must be a drunk.
Wow, she's already back. She's already back. She's got 2 more drinks.
I think it was honestly, I think a lot of couples like were sending one down to get everything. So I could just be like, oh, he's so lazy, he won't go downstairs.
That guy.
He's watching the kids. Whatever, you know.
Yeah. So anyway, you are definitely my partner in crime with that smoked salmon. You get to breakfast first.
I mean, maybe I'll wear a funny jacket that's like a
smoked salmon, and Jamie would come in last, and she'd cut up half of it and give it to her.
it'd be inside my jacket, like Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places.
Yeah, like you'd have some jacket on it that had like way too many large bows on one side, and you just like peel back one of the bows and slide out a fillet of salmon.
The little salmon face looks out. Jamie.
All right. However, Jamie had this podcast planned, it's gone
We
It
All
wasn't
sorts of
going here.
sideways.
It wasn't going here. So okay, our
Swing
cast
back
at
stream.
breakfast.
Breakfast
they do
salmon havers.
I love that okay, so asking about the murder and all of those things, like, legit great strategy, right? Where it got me was when the question was asked, does Alan change his clothes does he change his outfit for the turret? I don't know, bitch, you ever watched this show before?
Alan doesn't really go up there. I'm just gonna say,
Like,
it's day one to like welcome them, and then
yeah,
that's it.
it's like literally, if you watch the show, you can answer that. It was
When we
it was
hit the
just a
turret,
stupid
Alan's
question.
already in bed.
Seriously, he's got like a little mask on
With his
Guys,
dog.
yeah,
With his
he's
little, what's
he's
the dog's
not
name? I
even
always
there.
forget the dog.
With
Lala.
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 A cocktail.
He and Lala's got a little bassinet.
He's tossing a popcorn in the air, you know. Yeah, that was the dumbest.
Rappaport went. He got tripped up, but it is such a bizarre question too. So you'd be like, "What?" Like,
Yeah,
it was so
Yeah.
weird.
because even he was like, "Why would you ask that?" That's a stupid question. Oh my gosh! So, all right, we got the breakfast. They everybody thinks that they know a thing, right? Everybody thinks that they know a thing. I hear this group say, like, "I swear to you," a lot.
Yes,
Like, a lot.
those are traitors. 100%. I am sure.
No question. No question. 100%. I swear it. I swear it.
Do not buy anything from these people. Like, don't.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a little.
These faithful are so bad. The only person that got a traitor did so unintentionally, and they were another traitor. It's when Candace led the charge to get rid of Donna.
Right.
So bad. That's so bad when you say it out like that.
But absolutely true.
Well, I mean, but look at it. The people that do strategy, the gamers, are just getting cut one after one. So,
and they're going after each other, and that's really disappointing to me.
I
But
mean, are they going after each other a little bit?
Yeah, they kind of.
And laid back, and no one's looking at is Natalie.
Yes,
she got to talk a couple times, but you're right. She's just on the quieter side.
Yeah.
But if someone's quiet, they think they're a traitor. If they talk,
if you notice,
but nobody's looking at her. No one's talking about her.
There's a reason. There's a reason. It's because she's camouflaged. You saw that body glitter she had on? She just has to stand in front of Alan, and she fucking disappears. Like, Natalie, who? I'm not threatened by someone who's not even here. She's gonna remain invisible until the very end, and then just like jump out in front of Alan and be like, "Surprise!" and they're like, "Oh my god, I thought we got rid of all of you." Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Scooby-Doo ending, sort of, kind of. Okay, so now let's talk about our murders. We lost Caroline and Monet. I feel like Caroline feels just really unconsequential. Like, I don't know. Like,
we barely knew her.
Inconsequential, I guess.
But I like that he said you're going back to Dubai.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my god.
Goodbye, you're going back to Dubai. And what did he say about Monet? It was today Monet sachets away. Something like that.
That was really good.
Came to play, but sadly today sachets
Oh, and how
away.
about the sleeveless murderer shirt?
Oh, we're gonna get to fashion. We're
That
not
was
there
awesome.
yet either.
Oh,
Spoilers.
we'll get to the
I know, I'm all out
wardrobe
of order.
department. Yeah, I don't know. As far as murders go, I thought that it was kind of telling how if they hadn't had the short list given to them by Donna, that we probably would not see the people cut that have been cut, because I didn't feel like there was a ton of. Okay, this one person said your name is sort of strategy. I'm not dogging on that. I get that. And when you're in that position, you go with whatever you can to talk yourself into cutting somebody. But what's with the Caroline thing? Just, I don't know. Out of that group, do you think
and it was because Caroline said whose name? Lisa's? No,
it wasn't. It wasn't Caroline who said Lisa. It was Monet.
Okay.
Yeah, they just
Yeah, we
like
don't-
that's
we
who
don't
they
even know
decided
who's-
in the cage who was gonna go.
Yeah, we don't even know who's murdered this last one because Peacock keeps leaving me at cliffhangers. I don't like that.
And
Stop
who
it.
all did we have in cages?
It was Lisa, but she couldn't do it, and then it was hold on, Caroline, Kristen, Eric, and Ron were the cages.
Okay, so why? Please tell me why. When Ron, I mean, I guess they think they can keep Ron around and everyone's going to go.
They don't have to kill him. Eventually, he's going to get voted out just
So
because people
that
can't
one
get
makes
over
sense.
themselves.
That one makes sense.
Except now with Ron and Colton both having the same sin, who do you go after first? You know what I mean?
It's the dumbest. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It makes me so mad. Oh my God. Somebody was wrong and now you think they're a traitor because they were wrong.
Right.
What? What is
Anyway.
Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just get to the round table. We're here.
Maybe they've not watched Traitors before, because the Traitors usually are not that super boisterous. They're kind of right in the middle. So the idea that this person's talking so much, they must be well, then that means Ron is a traitor and Michael is a traitor, and like, no.
You talk too much. You didn't talk enough. You were like in a good mood this day, and then the next day you weren't in as much of a good mood.
Or your name is Portia, and you just straight out say, we murdered him last night.
That's the thing too.
Stop
You're holding
She sort of
Ron.
brought that on herself. But
you are like literally holding Ron up as the traitor based on the fact that he was pushing for the wrong person to go home. But everything that he said was true, and also anybody else would have picked her.
If I had heard and seen the things that he put together, I would have presented them the same way. I will. And if he had said those and I'd been sitting there, I'd be like, yes, I heard that.
Now, okay, right. Brian, you have more experience in this than I do, but I feel fairly certain that in any court, anytime there's a murder trial and the person who is suspect says the words, "I killed so-and-so."
That's bad.
It's not good for their case. Would that be the legal term, Brian?
That's what we call in my business, my line of work. That's what we call a bad fact. You don't like it. It's not good for you. It's ultimately hurtful. And
I mean, is it a 100?
But here's where Ron was done dirty. He didn't fight back enough, and he should have. He's kind of chosen to withdraw and sort of turtle himself rather than fight with these people. And I feel really bad for him because these 2 episodes make him seem very isolated at the castle. Like he's just sitting there.
He called him out on it too.
Well, he's like the guy who told the cool kids they were being dicks, and now they're like that he can't sit at their lunch table, and you know. But he could have fought back better. But here's what I think. He should have pointed out that when he said that, people corroborated it, and
there were other people in the room.
He wasn't like other people didn't have to co-sign it and say, "Yeah, I heard it too." Like he just had the balls to say something.
There were at least 2 others in the room besides him and her.
That corroborated.
I remember there was like 4 of them. Yeah.
Does it strike anybody else that for a stand-up comedian, he's kind of an introvert?
A lot are though. A little self.
But I mean,
most comedians.
But usually, like when the camera would come on, you expect they'd be cracking jokes or interfacing.
I mean, have you seen any real live moments of Adam Sandler on the streets?
Yeah, really. He's just like, hey, what's up?
You know,
I do think he made a very interesting point and one worth discussion at the round table. Are they doing themselves a disservice by bonding to each other? Because he said, "I'm not interested in knowing about your personal life. It
makes it harder.
We need to be focusing on the game." I mean, honestly, I wish.
Well, that it really is the anti-survivor.
I wish he would have said after that, there'll be plenty of time for us to get to know each other when this game's over, when the faithful win. But right now, y'all stop. We need to focus.
Well, I don't think they get the amount of time together like they get in the Big Brother house, obviously.
No, they don't. But he's just mirroring. He would just be mirroring the thing that they're using against him, where they're like, "I'm so like." I've had I've never had a conversation with you. You and I have never bonded. It's just,
why is that automatic? Isn't that a 50? Doesn't it take 2 to bond?
Why does that make someone a traitor? Well, the same thing happens in Big Brother and it does in Survivor. It's always used as the excuse, usually the first tribal or the first eviction. I just never really got a chance to talk to you. Now I'm guilt-free.
But I also think that just the way it went for first episode where he was like, I have this information and I'm telling them at the round table and he tells them. And then it's because Portia's just, I don't know, dumb or really bad at this game that, I mean, come on. And then he's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Like that was, I really thought, so did everybody who was watching thought. And then you just back off. Now you sit still. A tactic that Colton is not taking. Because he will just champion a
but here's the thing. Colton is handsome, and he, and he's got the look, and he gets away with it in a way Ron didn't.
Has anyone seen his season of The Bachelor?
No, but
I'm really kind of want to after I heard all that.
I do too, because I want to see how a guy who ultimately was gay. Well, he's on a show where he's with 30 women trying to pick one.
I think when he was around 30 women and went, you know what? This is not working. I think that means some things.
I'm not really having great.
That's a pretty great example to go. This is
that's sort of a good stress test, isn't it, Jamie?
Yeah, it is.
Not a single one of these women is doing this.
Yeah, willing women. They're all eager to get to know you, but you can't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot damn. It's.
He's like, I'd like to take you on a date, but you're a traitor, and I know it.
And I know it. He's got that down. He's going after, he goes after Tiffany. So we'll talk about the first banishment with Tiffany. I will get to Tiffany in just a second. I am being nagged by the man on the upper left corner that it's time to take a 5-second break. And so that he doesn't fall out of his chair and go into, some sort of a rest, I'm going to give him his 5 seconds. We'll be right back. Okay.
I have to say, Jamie, you're not the first woman to give me 5 seconds.
David, what it is? It's like I have flashbacks of when I was a kid. I want to be like, Dad, I'm at this is the boss level, Dad. This is go away. Go away. Shut my door.
Dad, I'm already
in my room.
You know what I have to say? I have to say I'm not putting up with any more bullshit from this domineering David. David.
You're a traitor, okay? Okay.
You're going to be the sorriest bunch of faithfuls ever when I get up there and tell you I'm a faithful. You can bank it. Take it to the fucking bank.
The smartest, the handsomest,
the dopest.
The
dopest, the most handsomest.
Oh, honey, no. Oh, honey, no.
Here's my dream
Not
team.
Even on your best day, but
my dream team is as an alliance is Michael Rappaport and Lord Ivar.
And who?
Lord Ivar.
He'd be like, well, Michael, you've just broken 17 protocols of the British royal family. I can never have you to listen now.
We are now at war with Malta. Thanks a lot.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're giving Peacock all of the best hits. Right?
I'm telling you, man, content generator.
We've got it. We've got it all.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Tiffany.
All right, Bean saw Colton's Bachelor season and had no clue.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but you know what? Every season, usually when they go do their whatever overnights, usually the person ends up sleeping with somebody. Did Colton sleep with any of the girls during that
season?
See
it.
Well, Bean was telling us.
Well, Jamie, you and Christy can go watch it and let me know what happens.
Brian, if you started now, there's probably only 10 or 12 seasons, so you could work through that in a week and a half. That's easy for you.
I am caught up with everything I want to be caught up with.
I'm sorry, but the idea of Q walking through the door and seeing you on the third season of The Bachelor.
Dad, what the hell?
And he just drops his bag and looks at you and he's like,
I'm going to my room.
We need to have a talk. We need to have a
No,
talk.
I think that's when he calls my parents and goes, Granny, Dad's
time.
not okay. What do I do?
we need to talk. We've got something
I will
to talk
say,
about.
First it was Australian Survivor. I kind of got it. And it was
Traitors,
Survivor,
Big Brother,
all
the
49
summer of Big Brother.
Now he's watching The Bachelor.
Now he's watching The Bachelor. And the guy's gay.
I think that though, if anyone hasn't watched it, Dylan Efron on Dancing with Stars, such a good dancer, guys. Just go back and watch his clips. So good.
Like he's better than Erwin.
But what is that?
No, but he was dang good, and all of his little speeches and stuff about how he believes in himself now, because this is like back-to-back shows that he did really well.
That's because he believed in Rob Sparkle, and now he can believe in himself.
And like how he could, like, they kept telling him, like, dude, you're a performer, and he was like, I never thought I was. That was my brother. And I don't know, it was just really cute. Anyway, check it out if you're a Dylan fan.
His name is Dylan. He's actually a really good dancer, right?
He's actually a good dancer.
And Christie's Sparkle Corner was brought to you by Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Now back to the podcast.
Oh, I like that.
I can have a sparkle corner. I'll tell you about
why
sparkles.
not? Okay, so we all agree Tiffany got a little bit too hot under the collar for a defense.
Well, okay, so you're sitting at their own table and they're having their little debate, and she starts crying. Okay, now other women at the table should have known that when she started crying, that was coming from a place of true authenticity.
Yeah.
There was no BS there. She was.
That was not a Danielle Ray's cry.
No, I am so frustrated that these people will not listen to me. No matter, and I have, and her realizing I can't even defend. How do you defend yourself against, like, because I'm smart? Oh, okay, cool. Well, good luck without me. Like, how is that? You have to go because you're smart.
I think there's an extra layer too, that everyone was so dismissive of her because of the way she acted and not the content of what she said, that it's almost like, that there's a pretty prevalent, I believe in correct belief that if a Black woman tries to hold space, like it makes people uncomfortable and they get mad and they shut down to it. And like it's the kind of the idea that the way Colton talked to her is the way like a nice person condescends you. And then when you use one curse word, they're like, you're the bad person because you got mad and cursed.
Then you could turn and just point to Rappaport and go, what?
Right. Exactly. And yes, and Bean, you're right. I love that too when Tiffany told Colton, I am smarter than you.
Yes.
And I also have to give her mad props for maybe my favorite moment. Another thing I just say earlier, Bean brought this up, but I want to touch on it here before I forget. Much like Ron, our little K-pop singer, does his I have evidence and I'm going to have my moment. I don't talk much. And so everybody like hushes like a pin could drop and he shares it. And let me tell you, that was so convincing.
That's what put her out.
It was because Michael and her she was the only person working with Michael, and it convinced Michael.
Yes.
But
here's the thing. She could have said, okay, well, you might have heard a laugh, but it wasn't me. Who could it be? And look around the table. Because when you start saying, like, couldn't it have been, Lisa's laugh? Couldn't it have been Dorinda's laugh? Like, why does that have to be my laugh? Do you know what I mean?
Right. And that's where
she didn't push back.
Exactly. I hated it for her because, like you said, those tears were real.
Giggle.
Yeah, those tears were real. And if they had banished her for something that, I don't know, for something that made sense, like with Ron and Portia, like that made sense. Then okay, I could get behind that. It's something that good Rob C said in his exit interviews is that he was actually so thankful that he got murdered because getting banished by this group of people would have like really did him in, because there's no logic behind some of these banishments.
At least if you're murdered, you know they were scared of you.
Yes, you were taken out of the game for a very specific, correct reason.
Well,
yes.
You were playing well, not
so seeing somebody like Tiffany, who is she was kind of sniffing out the wrong people, but not for the wrong reasons. But seeing somebody like her have to leave this game when we're already like pretty on the weak sauce for strategy. We none of us liked it. I just wish so much she could have dug her. I've seen her defense before. She is this is something she's good at.
Yeah.
So I thought when they were mentioning her name, I'm like, she'll be fine. That's what I thought. She'll be fine. But she caved into it. Yeah.
The idea that
she just must have been so frustrated.
You might have heard a woman's laugh, and I'm going to tell you, I think he did hear one of the ladies giggle. I think he did, because he seemed so convinced he heard a giggle.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to predict of the three traitors, it was probably Lisa Rinna.
Yeah.
No, you're probably right. I thought it would have been Candace, but
Harry Hamlin would think this is hilarious.
Yeah. Why does she always call her husband by first and last name?
Does
he call her Lisa Rinna every time? Maybe he does.
If
anybody knows,
to hope so.
Let us know. But yeah, I just feel like let's walk through this. Like, okay, you heard a giggle, cool. It wasn't me, so who else could it be? Like, you need to be 100% sure, and she didn't do that, because isn't that your good defense? Are there other possible suspects? Am I the only one? I'm not the only one.
Well, and don't forget, like the stupid thing about this that drove me crazy was, how many times in this game do you trust somebody when they're the only person that saw this or was there for it?
It's true.
No, there's nobody to corroborate him at all. No other even of the faithful were with him, right where they could have heard the laugh if he was close enough to hear a laugh. So it's like, why do you take his word for it? Or if they were close enough,
because he hasn't said anything and he hasn't been playing tough.
He did conscious that when he talked, he was E.F. Hutton. When he talked, people listened.
No.
And plus, he's got kind of that innocent look to him.
It's because he has
he doesn't look like,
the magic gear.
if that was a scam, if like he didn't hear that and he was doing that to get around, that was well played.
That's the Tiffany I expected was going to come out, was going to turn around and say, that sounds exactly like something a traitor would say to just cut somebody out.
Right.
But it's no different than what Ron said about Dorinda in the footsteps.
Yep.
But Eric, it's trustworthy, and Ron, it's not.
And you know what? I think who was it that said the footsteps were light? Ron, right?
Yeah.
I think Ron's right there too. It probably was light footsteps. But then you take that with the giggle, it's clearly one of the traitors is a female.
Also, I would like to point out to all I would like to point out to any future Traitors contestant that's worth their weight in salt is paying attention to all of these things. So if you are the traitor and you have to go do a murder in the leaves and you're a little tiny person, you better stomp big, girl. Stomp big. Don't laugh unless you're laughing with somebody else's voice. Don't admit to killing somebody.
Chrissy, that was chilling.
Was it? Okay, good.
Oh, you should have been here the day she turns into the devil itself.
Wait. There was some sort of interference. There was some sort of signal problem with the internet, but apparently I might have opened a portal or something.
It was a...
They got 5G yet in hell?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was terrifying. One second she was talking about snacks being hidden in the freezer, and suddenly Beelzebub stepped in.
Yeah, I was very mad at the children that day.
It was a whole thing.
Okay, so it's clear that we're not getting a very good edit on some of these people, because
I think so.
From the first 3 episodes, we didn't get to see Tiffany, because we all thought last week Tiffany's sitting in a good spot. She's the
good.
Best strategic player probably left. And then they completely zeroed in on her too. And so that makes me think that she wasn't quite so quiet the first 3 episodes, but it just wasn't her time. She was going to get her time.
But Christy, there are other people that got even worse edits. Hey, I finally got to see Kristen Kirsch on this show. These episodes.
Which means what? Is she going to be gone pretty soon?
Probably. Like the first 3 episodes, she wasn't there at all.
All she does is talk to Candace and share information. I was like, do her.
A lot of that happening. A lot of that happening with everybody.
People asking Candace, "Do you trust me?" And Candace is like, "Yeah, do you trust me?"
So
I do trust you, girl. I do trust you.
Is this like a thing because there's 3 traitors at 1.4? Is this just like this is gonna just happen when there's this many traitors? Where you're gonna have people just spilling all of the beans to the traitor?
Oh, I think
the numbers make it that way.
To the end.
Yeah, there's some okay. What does that say? Like, we might complain about that a little bit, but does that say that maybe the producers really knew who to pick to be the traitor? You know, is this something that is the result of an intelligent choice, or is this just a result of just a bunch of ding dong people?
Ding dong people.
I think this goes into one of the big points that I wanted to make. After the first 3 episodes, I thought the traitors were going to be a crash out. After watching the first 5, I think that Candace really turned the volume down on herself.
I noticed
these
that
last
too,
2 episodes.
Agreed.
I think she sensed like the heat was getting on her, and so she backed way off the gas. I think Rob R is continuing to surprise me with how well he's playing this.
I agree, 100%.
Like, did you notice in the turret when they were talking about who to possibly kill? He's got that one other like Love Island woman. What's her name?
Maura.
Maura that he likes and is friends with, and they bring her name up, and he's not like no, like she's my alliance. He was cool enough to be like, I don't think that's a really good vote. Like he played it off.
Well, I mean,
to downplay his threat level even to the traitors.
It's not personal; it's business. Okay, if this is the best, if this is best for our game, you have to take that person. It's just a game, y'all. It's just a game. You're not saying you don't like that person.
And Brian, of the 3 of them, the only one who's got any suspicion being thrown on him right now is Lisa. Which I think she has a lot of suspicion on her.
And I think she's the one that likely crashes out next. Because when they were questioning her about the ceremony, oh my God, did she over explain?
Well, and when Dorinda's starting to turn on her and they're friends.
Well,
and saying, she's not behaving normally. Go ahead, Christy.
Literally, when you see her on any show, this is how she acts. She is like that. She's dramatic and a little bit like, girl, what you got? You got something for me?
I don't think I've ever seen her in anything but Melrose Place. That's how old I am.
I mean, Harry Hamlin has a cooking show with his sister, and she's on that sometimes. And then they had some other show together. I swear she was on she had a chat show at some point, or was something on a chat show. Anyway, this is who she is. She's kind of goofy, dingbat. Oh, yeah. Wait. She's got this one show. It's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's the one people know her from.
Yes, that's the one.
Was she married to Harry Hamlin then?
No, she was married to Harry Hamlin.
As opposed to Harry Belafonte here.
It's Harry Hamlin.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Well, let's go to
really call each other by first and last name, then I think that's funny then.
I kind of like it if they both do that.
If they both do it, then that's just their little game.
Then that's like a cute thing. If only her, then it makes me feel cringy and I don't like it. Okay. These are tight rules.
He's certainly more famous than she is.
He's always been more famous than she is, I think.
Yeah.
He was, before being married to her, he was married to Ursula Andress.
I did not know that.
Back in the day, yeah. Because they met on Clash of the Titan. She played Aphrodite.
I remember. I do remember.
And she was like full-on woman. He was still kind of a young kid. He got that older lady.
Yeah, she would be a bunch older than him, right?
She was much older than him. I think she was already in her 40s.
Cuckoo, you.
Yeah. She taught him some things. He was wearing that little toga thing, so
If you're a listener of Tally the Votes and you go on a game show with Phone a Friend, reach out to us in the DMs. We'll hook you up with Christy so she can answer. She can be your phone a friend lifeline.
She's the one with all the knowledgeable bits.
I do have a lot of weird bits of info. Anyway.
She's got it.
She's amazing.
Thanks.
Well, talking about weird bits, let's move over to the Rappaport.
Oh, I did want to say one thing from that first episode. Did you see the part right before they're going to bed or whatever? And the thing between Johnny and Tara, and she goes, they walk out, they're finally alone in a room together. She runs over and jumps on his lap. I miss you so much, Jay. He's like, I miss you too.
I like the only two people in there that are left that are actually friends. Like,
yeah. And so then going into the next episode, both of them got a little bit more screen time on this 5th episode. So maybe now we get to see some of these other people that we thought were duds. Maybe they haven't been duds. It just wasn't their time.
And can't we say these two are just there having fun, man? They ain't playing no game. They don't know what the hell's happening. Wasn't it Tara that said, like, I'm an Olympic champion, a state champion, international champion?
Yeah, like, she's like world champion,
no idea
Olympic
what's happening.
Yeah, no idea. Well, I'm a little bit sour on everybody right now for getting rid of Tiffany, but I'll move on. But
yeah, I was.
As soon as it happened, I said, "Oh, Jamie is just suffering this season."
Yeah. I am. I'm taking all the hits here.
I just hope that somebody else starts to get the better edit so they can be our shining star.
There is that little moment. I think this is one of the things that is like uniquely fantastic about the Traitors is when you get that moment where they get to say, you guys suck, nana nana boo boo, I'm a faithful. Like that little just a second of like watching them realize how much they suck.
Yeah.
That's such a nice thing.
Tomorrow, but you get to go home.
Yeah, that's a nice moment that we get to have that, but I just my heart feels bad for her on that. That sucks.
I do too.
But the Rappaport of it all is a whole other species entirely.
I mean, not the first boot, but he's there to keep the beginning spicy.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that the idea of like wanting to cut him so badly is because you disturb the peace, basically, But okay, all of that's true, but also like you don't have to write down who he says. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do what he's saying to do.
Right. Well, I think some of them were just so distracted by him that they couldn't. They're hoping that once he's gone, they'll have better clarity. Maybe.
Yeah.
They can see like the smoke, the Michael smoke will clear.
He is a large character to be around at all times.
But can't we admit that from the very first day, people haven't been able to stand him? And isn't this like sort of in the way that these games all have some mimic to life? Doesn't this prove how much a white male gets away with before they get rid of him?
It does. Oh my God.
What if Ron Funches had acted like Michael Rappaport this whole time? Would Ron Funches have lasted as long as Michael Rappaport? First boot.
Yeah.
Okay, if instead of it was Ron, it was like David Chappelle. Yeah, he would have gone. Probably before.
But I mean, look, you guys have schooled me in the ways of this, so I've come around from being a purist. Man, Rappaport's he was some good TV.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's what I think. But here, I'm going to share with you. A friend of all of ours.
Hate him.
A friend of all of ours cannot stand him. And
I'm not saying I want to hang out with him or I want to be with him because I think he would be exhausting. But in something like this,
they knew what they were doing when they hired him.
Let me read what our friend wrote, and this is our friend from Buffalo, New York, or near Buffalo, Rochester, really. It is sad that simply for ratings, the Traitors felt they needed to stoop so low as to expose America to the chaos that Michael Rappaport brings when so much of life today is filled with chaos. And I said, often chaos is good TV. A villain makes reality TV better. He said, Michael Rappaport's chaos is based in hate. I said, I didn't pick up hate. Anger, yes. I said, what I miss? He says, trying to make everyone around you happy comes from love. Intentionally making people around you miserable is based on hate. either of the people and their lives or your own life or some combination of both. I've never seen him making life. I've only ever seen him making life miserable for others. So,
well, he's been quite.
So there's
active.
he definitely engendered some strong feelings, is what I'm saying.
No, I get it, and I think that it's fair to say that Michael Rappaport for like maybe the last 10 years has been pretty active on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that before that was his shtick quite so much.
I agree.
It was a character he played in TV or on a film, and I think that he might be one of those people who's always playing a character, right? Yeah. And also,
that's what I felt like he was doing on the show.
Yeah. How old is Michael Rappaport?
I'll Google it.
Because
he's probably a little bit older than me. He's probably like 62.
Yeah. Okay.
61 maybe.
Okay. So there is something that happens with age, and our friend from the great state of New York could actually probably attest to this. I'm not saying this excuses it all, but there comes a point for a lot of people when they get a little older, it's just like
he's younger than both of us, Brian. He's 55.
No, he's my age then.
Okay.
Yeah, he's born in 1970, March 20th.
There comes a point for everyone, I think, where you just stop giving any fucks anymore.
Well, for those people who
my dad's there in 83, so I get it.
But the thing is like anybody who grows up within a 60-mile radius of Manhattan, it's like dog years. Yeah. Like every 1 year,
they get there 5
like years.
28.
Yeah, they're very mature. They're very mature people.
So I think that might be part of the problem.
But you know what would have been really interesting? Michael Rappaport, if he had really clued in on who were the traitors, do you think, given if he had amazing evidence, people would have even listened to him? Like, can a personality like that?
No, because he made one really good point that everybody ignored. He made the really good point to Colton. He's like, I would think somebody that led the charge to kill an innocent faithful would come back with a little humility, which I think is funny. Like that message coming from Michael Rappaport. Yeah. Hey, when you've been wrong, show some humility. I mean,
sometimes in life, it's the right message, wrong messenger.
Yeah. Right. Wait, hold on. Did Michael specifically lead the charge to send anybody home? No. So I think he's just the same at every round table. I don't think. Yeah, I think if he had been the one that sent somebody home,
but I think that the space, probably the space between conflict, I am assuming that there's probably other little moments of conflict, but the round table is probably where most conflict takes place in this. But they were having the conflict in the kitchen, and it carried all the way into the round table. That is true. So I think everybody was like done with conflict.
And then as far as his hate, he does say some things that we obviously would not agree with, but he also says a lot of things that we would agree with. So he's kind of an enigma, but he is on the right side of a lot of things. Just maybe
it's like he's on the right side of he's on the right side of a lot of things, but then he's like on the really wrong side of a few things that are kind of a big deal.
But I like how he calls out politicians and tells them that they're
we say it all the time. We always have the people that we like in shows, but part of the reason why we like rooting for them is because there's a villain that they have to outdo. Without the villain, the story's not as good. I think he was an excellent person to bring in as a space, villain space.
Yeah, considering we can't have villains on Survivor anymore, I'm excited to have one on any show.
Let's watch Rappaport on Survivor. Oh, he'd make Jeff cry day one.
Oh, he would. He'd be like, Uncle Jeff, my ass. You're just a crabby old man.
I hope for all of us and all of our listeners and all of our viewers that none of us ever have a person like Michael Rappaport in our personal life who just cuts to the bone quite so much. I hope. Yeah. But
I might know a guy.
Some people might need to be cut to the bone a little bit. I'm just saying, if when it comes time, let my Rappaport.
Some people just do not come with an ounce of tact. It's just part of who they are.
And they lean into it. And the older they get, the worse it gets.
So I mean, I think in his own right, I mean, not that I'd want to feed that ego anything, but I think
I'd love to see him in the Big Brother house.
On exits go, on confessions, of who was a traitor, who's not. There was some good Rappaport moments, and then him saying, his whole line about the handsomest, the dopest. It's legendary.
Okay, question. Do you guys think when he said about Colton, do you think when he said, do you think he was calling him like he's not trustworthy? Did you think that that was a shtick on him? Do you guys think that that's what he meant?
I don't think that's what he meant, but I think he should have.
I don't even know you people.
Yeah, I don't think he should have. I think he should have used his brain a little.
But don't you think
he did?
Do you think he did? Or do you think he was talking about the whole, it was more of the whole coming in yesterday and going for Tiffany the way you did, and then you come in here, why would any of us trust you? No,
because he said like who could carry a secret for like 29 years. Like
and go on national TV and do 30 women embarrass them. Yeah,
I think he stomped the brake pedal halfway through what he was saying and tried to back out of it.
Like this is some dumb shit that you would say as like I'm gonna win this fight.
You know what this was to me? This was like almost like the reverse Zeke of Survivor. Like and the way the people reacted to it. That like instead of being outed, he's called out for not outing himself, and that by not doing that is a deception.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like every single person on this planet comes with their own baggage from whatever things they've done in the past. Could that help that person to be more duplicitous if you've lived a duplicitous life? Like you didn't want people to know that, you know, mom and dad are never home and I'm home by myself. Do you know what I mean? Like people who have experiences in their life where they have to kind of like.
Sure, we could use any positive or negative experience that we've
Christy,
learned in life.
Did you see that final roundtable vote? I don't know who I'd both sides this one right here.
Oh no! I'm just saying. I think
I'm just saying you're getting voted out. Like with this, like this is a death sentence.
That's fine. No, but many of them said they did not even care if he was the faithful or not. That he just needed to go.
Well, so. I loved Johnny. Like. I just don't like you.
I don't want you in the castle anymore.
I just don't want you in my castle
I don't want you in my castle. Yeah.
But that's why I said, do you think that he actually had some information if anyone would even listen to him?
And we've seen people like that before. Brandon Hance was that guy.
Sure.
Where they threw him off Survivor just because they hated him. They couldn't care if he was good for their game or not.
Well, also because he was having a mental breakdown.
Right.
But, you know. Previously, episode before, he was like Jeff literally had to step in and be like, brother, whoa.
but the reason Russell never won is people just didn't like him.
Yes, that's Russell.
But that's different because somebody has to go on Survivor, and if it's not that person, it's someone else. So you have a choice. Right. The problem on Traitors is like every faithful you get rid of, you're reducing your chance to win.
I disagree with that. Actually,
but you want it to be the right.
I disagree with that.
It has to be
because I think they're playing the game totally wrong, Brian. If I was on the show, let's just say magically I put you on the show, and you could glean who the 3 traitors are. You know what the dumbest thing you could do is? Throw them off. You keep them around till the end because you know who they are. And you can identify them at the end. So
what if they kill
you at that point would want all the other faithfuls to go home.
Which I think, even though he's playing from the position of a traitor, I think that is exactly what Rob is doing.
He said, I'm thinking of myself as a faithful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you do.
But I think that's the game Colton is doing. Colton's playing the any threat but me. He's not even looking.
Yeah, he's not keeping anyone around.
He's playing too hard, man. He's playing too hard.
Right. And of course we see that all the time.
You know what? It reminded me a lot of Mr. Efron and his first round table where he went after Bob the drag queen, but where he saved his ass is he immediately pulled back from that personality. On the sword,
like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
But I don't think Colton's the kind of guy that's gonna do that. I just don't think so.
I don't know. I just
I got to use this banner 3 times in this podcast.
For that kind of play, it makes me kind of not like Colton a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're gonna get yours, and
Colton.
It's smart play. He's just being too direct about it. If he was being slightly more subtle, That's the smart thing.
There we have personalities again, because Colton's a little bit of a little shit. So, it's just his personality that's gonna.
Hey, did you know he played football for 17 years?
17 years.
I played football for 17 years.
Did you?
No, Colton did.
He started at 7.
But he was a wee baby. Okay, well, guys. Baby.
So then, who's going to now be come to the forefront of the yappity yappers?
It's going to be Colton. It's going to be Colton.
Then he's going to get himself voted right out, because I don't think that he really.
Maybe going home now.
Is he on to somebody? Who is he saying?
Well, he was super on to Tiffany, but then the whole Lisa conversation started, which means that he's
and now the Traitors know that he's
unless Rob murders him.
I hope they will murder him. But who was it that was saying it has to be? Oh, it was Michael, one of the suave guys. Is that what he said? Did he call him suave
these
or something?
guys,
one of the
suave guys,
one of the hunks. And he wasn't wrong. They just have too much swagger. It's got to be one of them. But again, no one's going to remember that comment by Michael because he's persona non grata, right?
That's yeah.
And that's the reason to send him home. If all of y'all can't even listen to what he has to say because you're never going to trust anything he has to say, then he needs to go.
It comes down to with Michael,
he's not going to help us.
With Michael, they were all like, "You may be right, but you're still an asshole. Get out."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at some point you could be right, you could be wrong, but we're sick of you.
Literally half of the people there, they didn't say, "Well, I think you're a traitor." A couple of them did. Everybody else was just like, "Yeah,
I just can't anymore."
But kind of over it.
But now, once this clears, that means what? They're all going to focus on Ron.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand the value in sussing out the traitors earlier in the game. What does it really matter?
They're just going to replace him with another one. They're going to replace
him, right? Mm-hmm. So if you knew a traitor, the smartest thing to do is not send them home
and just watch them. Yeah.
Well, but there's always
because then you got to put your energy.
You know who they are.
But that's where you got to put that energy into not letting them know that you know.
Right, but that's when you form an alliance with them and you swear you're both faithfuls and they keep you around.
That's how it works.
I mean, that's what I don't understand why they actually try to find traitors.
I feel like that's what we had with Brittany a little bit last year. At some point, she had pretty much tagged that Danielle was likely the traitor, and was just like, I'm clueless. I'm going to pretend to be clueless. So I feel like that's like a pretty good. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Bean. The use of the word commiserating.
Oh, and Rob, he needed to shut his mouth. Did he not just out himself to be intelligent by knowing the word?
Oh, that was funny.
Rob, shut up.
Go put a shirt on and stop it with being smart.
But do you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, let him. He's burning out. You don't have to. He couldn't help it. It was killing him. That SAT word was not right.
Couldn't do it because he had to get in there and mansplain quickly.
Dumb. I wonder if
Michael can't mansplain. He's got this.
So maybe we do have a villain on the show, and we just
Oh no, I don't like that. Bean.
See, I told you, Colton is a little bit of a shit.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so go back to where he's talking about Colton when Bean's talking about Colton.
Yeah, go back to the other one. Okay.
All right. Colton also stalked the woman Cassie he had picked on The Bachelor, included putting a tracker on her car. They settled in their case in court and signed NDAs. Yeah, so that's what I mean. He's a little bit of a shit.
Well, I mean, that's what innocent people do. They settle the case and sign NDAs.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay, we're done with the roundtables. We're done with our banishments and our murders for now. Now let's just real quick jump over here into the wardrobe department, and we're gonna play a quick little game of murder, shield, or banishment. But this time, you only get one murder, you only get one shield, and you only get one banishment. So murder means it's a killer outfit. He killed it. Shield is we can keep it, I guess. And banishment is get the hell out of here. So our first outfit is what I like to call the corn husk rust suit.
I see. I thought it looked like a scarecrow. Kind of was like a scarecrow-y situation.
It evolved. It evolved a little bit,
Yeah.
from breakfast into the challenge. It started to get more layers, and a hat and some gems. What do you think?
Are we counting that as one, or are we counting those as two?
It's one. It's all one living thing. So you can murder, shield, or banish.
I banish it.
I can't remember. I know which one's getting a shield, but I can't remember what the third one is.
I'll banish it.
I banish it too. Get it out of here. I didn't like it. Not a fan.
Okay, we'll get rid of it then.
I mean, the suit at breakfast was nice. Okay, like that color is one of my favorite colors. Yeah, looks great. But then its evolution freaks me out.
Speaking of fashion, wasn't it hilarious when they were like, when Monet got killed and they were like, oh, the best dressed, and Lisa goes,
one of the best dressed.
One of the best dressed. Sorry.
Yes.
That was great.
Like, dang, Lisa.
Girl, no.
Lest we forget, or we'll get a comment. Lest we forget this. One of my favorite exits ever. Rena, you bitch. I mean, come on, that was some good TV.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty good.
Okay, so next outfit.
All right, the next outfit is the fabulous frat boy. Okay, we had some messy tousled hair. We had the sleeveless tight shirt. We had little shorts with the boots. There was a tattoo. It was a whole thing. What do you think? Murderer and gemstones across.
Wasn't that
shirt?
A kilt? That was shorts. I thought that was a
kilt.
Well,
it was a kilt, but he had the short socks and the boots.
Everything about that for me is a shield. 100% all the way. I loved it. It was like ex-punk rocker meets like diva. I loved it. Honestly. That one is
my murder. That's my murder for the trio.
Oh yeah, murder. Because anytime you can work a kilt in and it still looks like in the theme, like there's some punk rockers that would have worn plaid kilt, I bet.
Yeah, and his hair looks great like that too.
Yeah.
This was my winner as well.
Yes. David?
I'm going to say murder because he was channeling Eddie from Rocky Horror, and it just worked for me.
It did.
It just totally worked for me.
Did you see it was murder with 3 R's?
Yep.
Murder.
Like dead, D-E-D.
All right, so then that gives us the last outfit, and I'm not gonna lie, there's like 3 or 4 different names that pen made paper, and I had to go with one, and it is Gift Wrap Gladiator. I don't know what this was. Let's talk about it.
That just goes to show what was going on there was so much that I didn't even notice he was even wearing clothes. Honestly, I have no recollection of this outfit at all.
Well, he was talking about like Dorinda getting rides and stuff, so it was some
I have no choice but to shield it because that's all I have left.
I guess. Yep, we're shielding.
Well, just a reminder, he had like the little beret thing, and then he had that weird like wavy piece of plexi plaid plastic, almost like an overall with like buckles, and then he had arm buckles like a gladiator. There was a cape.
We're getting rid of it.
It was a lot of things. So whoever is doing the designs this year really loves texture. I mean, like really loves texture.
Scott, that cracked me up too.
Yeah, so
on all fours.
There can be some little naughty bits since this is on streaming. They can be a little naughtier than they can on regular TV.
Just a wee bit.
Just a little.
Well, didn't he also make the joke during the one challenge when Rob R was carrying Maura, and he said, "Oh, Rob, you should offer Dorinda. I bet she would love to have a ride."
It's been a long. It's been a long time.
So she's got a ride or something, right?
And then the side eye, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's why we love you,
Alan has gotten almost to the point of Jim from The Office, where like you get the look to camera and you get the Alan look.
You get the inside joke face.
I am so glad he's having fun. I hope he continues to have fun with this. I don't know. Will he be able to have as much fun when it's not celebrity-ish people? When it's just regular folk?
I think he will.
You think he'll still like kind of roast him a little bit or kind of tease him a little bit?
Maybe it'll be even better. Like maybe he could do it even better. You know? I don't know.
But then someone's gonna say he's being mean. I hope not. Because I think he's fantastic.
Well, we're gonna make sure that Fergus gets a hold of that person and throws him in the bonfire before anyone else sees it. Get out of here.
Who thought Fergus on the raft in the fountain was awesome?
In the fountain of blood.
Yeah, that was awesome. With
the drama fountain.
That's gonna be a lot to clean up, though.
Yeah. Well, did you see Jam like take a whole like roll in it? Like he fell back and rolled in it. Like
Jam was a toddler having a fit in a kiddie pool.
Who knew that Traitors was the show where we were going to hear a woman say, "Who's going to take care of my coochie?"
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, who's gonna?
Candace, when they're because that water was so dirty, and she's like, "I'm getting in that water. I'm going to get a yeast infection." Take care of my coochie, and I was like,
yeah, that is the real like.
I mean, I fully admit it. When we ended the last episode, I was totally down on her. By the end of episode 5, I'm kind of pulling for Candace.
Okay,
you were down on her?
And I wanted to say that to you. I wanted to remind you guys last week that the people that we like those first 3 episodes are not necessarily, because last year there was a big learning curve for a lot of people too.
Yep.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3 does not tell us who are going to be the breakout. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they were so funny. Do you remember we spent probably 3/4 of the season last year not liking Tom Sandoval? And then we were like,
honestly, I don't even remember who Tom Sandoval is.
What was
you
it?
gotta do the singing. Do the singing.
Oh, there we go. Now I know.
That's Tom Sandoval. FYI, fun fact, my sister's birthday's next month. We're thinking about going to KC, and apparently Tom Sandoval and his band are going to be there that weekend. And
that's great.
Go see it.
I want to go see Tom Sandoval's band with Christy and her sister.
Gosh. All right.
I'll see you. I'll see you there.
Both of them. You can meet us there if you want. I'm really excited now that because I'm looking at my little wanted poster here of all of our people. And you know what? Everybody left as people who haven't got a lot of airtime, apart from Ron, apart from Colton. And we're going to really start seeing some of these people step forward and start to shine. I think the editing, you know what I mean? They've probably already been doing it, but like editing the show is so much.
Don't you think this episode, to point out what you're saying, I felt there was the slightest push forward of Eric.
There was
like Eric was slightly elevated. Mark was
we got some from Mark
and Kristen, and they're like an alliance.
Let's just watch them.
Yep.
And then we got more from Johnny and Tara. We got more of Natalie.
A lot more Natalie. Yeah, a lot
more episode. So these people are going to be able to come forward, and Jam will be able to see him.
Yep.
Sadly, still no one knows if Steven has a voice. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know.
It's that's the guy with the hair.
One Tree Hill guy.
The One Tree Hill guy.
Yeah, he doesn't say much.
Literally nothing. Which either means he's going to be there till the end,
or he's
there's
just
really
gonna
nothing to put.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Yeah. So
it's just gonna go.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be exciting.
I'd like to see what the other people have. I don't hold out the highest hopes given what we've had so far, but maybe we've got some smart cookies in there that have been holding back. And
who do you think is going to be their hit after they were up there discussing?
Or is there going to be a hit? Did anybody take a shield?
That's what I wanted to ask. Do you believe the shield?
For sure, one of those 2 teams with 4 took it.
Maybe, but they don't know that. They're still going to pick someone to hit. So we'll hear who they did target.
Will they? You think that's how they'll do it? They'll say this person's banished, and then say, "But."
No.
I think what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to tell us any of it. I think we're going to go to breakfast, and we're either going to see them start talking about like looking forward to breakfast, and they're going to find out whether they like died or not at breakfast, and I think that's how they're going to tell us.
If nobody's killed, then they're going to go all congratulate each other because no one took the shield.
This is my prophecy. My prophecy is that the shield was taken, except the shield was taken by Rob, and we're going to see it in a flashback.
I hope so.
I just think we didn't see it, and we'll get it in a flashback. And Rob's team
if he did,
but didn't he flat out say he didn't?
Doesn't matter. He's the best of the 3 traitors, I feel like. And
so you think he took it and he's lying to the other traitors?
He could
like
be.
It. I like it.
If he got it and they can murder, then he's the best traitor by far. And I hope he wins this game if that's the case.
I think he's got it. I think he can do it.
They showed a lot of time. They spent a lot of time with Colton wanting it. And Colton saying he needed it and he wanted it. And
so Colton could have. Yeah,
but they're also talking about they need to get rid of Colton because Colton's on the lease.
Okay, beautiful. If they showed Colton as the one, because didn't Natalie say Colton really wanted it, and we actually stopped and talked about it. I think Natalie brought that up to the group of people she was talking to.
How is that not traitorous?
I don't know, but imagine this. Imagine Rob takes it, they go back and murder someone else, and then they can go out amongst the faithful and be like, Did anybody in your group pause at the shield? Because we should all be here. What's going on?
Yeah. Who did it? Somebody
Yes. And then whoever got the shield did it so they could murder.
Or it could be that Colton took the shield. They target Colton, but he has the shield. Nobody dies. And everybody thinks that they were good and no one took a shield.
Yep. They already already missed the point that there was a murder in plain sight. Nobody registered the thing that Alan said.
Whatever, they were drinking too much. But what happens if that happens?
I mean, would they even be able to register that? Somebody
would though. So if
more than one person took a shield,
or the shield, and then no one gets killed, Colton knows they targeted him. He knows it because he's the only one who would add a shield.
And those little blue eyes are going to get so mad.
So if that's the case and he knows they targeted him, it's going to scare the crap out. Because he's got to get a shield every time now. He's going to look like a freaking maniac. And number 2, is he going to tell anybody that he took the shield and that they tried to hit him and that's why no one's killed? Is he going to say that to someone? Because then he looks like the super jerk who took the shield and put everybody at risk.
If he plays the game he's been playing, that will be a piece of information he will bring out to attack somebody at the round table.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
That will confirm his evidence that he's on the right path to him, and he's already said, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to play bold. Right. So,
well, if he survives another one, I mean, it's in his mind is going to legitimize the strategy. I'm playing bold, and other people are going home, not me.
If you want to take the game to the next level, you do the inverse of what Christy said. Like when you find out there's no murder because everybody took the shield, the next day you can be the guy that comes in and says, "Hey, I took a shield, and they tried to murder me."
And that's why there's no. And it's a good thing I did because
it's a good thing I did.
Murder me because no one died.
Because I'm the target. Yep. And you know who my target, who's targeting me.
And then you have people trying to give you a shield every freaking time or something. Ugh.
I mean, that's a way to pull in 3 or 4 people and make an alliance and say I have a secret to tell you.
Which is definitely something that this group is missing. They have to have a group that's
I really thought the gamers would stick together.
Well, they couldn't because they 3 of them
were
gone.
In the
and
first
then the ones that were left were like, I'm just suspicious of you. And Yam Yam was suspicious of Tiffany.
Jam Jam is playing the most confusing game of any person I've seen.
Okay.
I don't understand this
Jam
game.
just needs to stop crying because I'm tired of it.
Listen, I'm going to say this. This is a hot take, guys. Might not be a popular opinion. But on Jam Jam season, he never, ever would have made it as far to the end as he did if he did not have his counterpart, which was Carolyn. Jam Jam needs Carolyn, or he can't get to the end. That's how he plays. He's smart. He's not afraid to make moves when he needs to make moves, and he can notice things. But I think he's a little bit overwhelmed in the group of people he needs.
Well, and this is a game where it's so undercover, it's so subtle that like you don't even know if you're playing the game. You know what I mean? You're probably like, am I noticing that? Every single thing you're paranoid about. Like this is a really hard game. This might be harder than the other ones if you're faithful, because you got
discussion I had. There's not a lot of strategy that you can really prepare for in this game. It's highly based on luck and just little fleeting moments.
Well, it's also based on who the traitors are that are.
Well, that's just it. It's what I mean. It's all luck. Like you can have an idea, you can have sort of like a loose blueprint of how you'd like to navigate, but I haven't heard a single person in all of these exit interviews that was ever like, I came into the game and I wanted to play it like this, and that's exactly what I did, and that's how I won. Yeah. Everyone's like, it doesn't matter what plan you have.
But again, that's because we're in season. That's because we're in season 4.
Yeah, but there's other. There's
they might hit a streak where they crack
the UK. There's other versions of it. Yeah, this game in general, it's a difficult game to have like a solid strategy. There's just too many variables.
Mm-hmm. And it's a game where you're always on. Like even in Survivor, if you split or Big Brother, the most amount of people you talk to in a day would be like 10, unless you went to like a merge feast or something. But like this, every day you have a possibility of like 20 other interactions with people and trying to catalog them and keep them straight, and which one of them told me this and which one of them told me that.
And it's not even a situation where like in Survivor, if everybody's split, half people want this person, half people want that person, or you can go like, well, we'll take this person now, we'll do that person later. Well, in Traitors, they might both be innocent. You don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it that
and
way,
a game like Big Brother or Survivor, usually the concept of who you're cutting out of the game is the people who would be a direct threat to you. And you could do that a little bit in Traitors, but like really it's not the same, because you're looking for the person that's keeping the secret. Like in Big Brother, you're like,
but see, I think that's wrong. I think you should be looking for the person who isn't the traitor who has a chance to win. Well, that would be the smart thing to do.
Sure, that's a strategy you could have, except for like if that person turns out to be a traitor, that's because you don't know who the people are.
Yeah.
Right.
But like you can't go in and be like, oh, I'm gonna have a meat shield and have it work out. Like you can't.
I'll tell you where the game is going to go. The game is going to go. We're going to have a season break soon where like a random group of people say, hey, we're all together no matter what. I don't care if you're faithful. I don't care if you're a traitor. The three of us are together, and the first one of us that breaks out away from that, we'll punish you. Like we're swearing an oath.
You're done.
Right. And when we get to the final 5, we'll figure it out. But for now, somebody's going to make that alliance and make it with a traitor, which is rich with drama for the idea of, do they go against their alliance, which outs them? Or like if the other 2 traitors in the turret want to do something else, what do? Like, do they keep voting against them and say, well, at round table, I was tricked, or it creates a possibility of a lot of drama there.
Infighting for the traitors.
But I think that's the next strategic advancement that the game's going to undergo.
Do you think there's anything to the idea of, instead of production picking the traitors, that they select them completely at random, some random method, so that there's no going, well, this person would make an excellent traitor, or you know what I'm saying?
They don't do that now. They give you the option to say if you want to be a traitor or not.
Oh, they do.
It's like the Sorting Hat. It will listen to you.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it'll listen to you.
I think I don't like it because it's like, would that person have wanted to be a traitor? They would have wanted to be a traitor, right?
Right.
I don't like that.
But this is my point. If it was totally random, there'd be no clue who it would be. It could be anybody.
Correct.
Well, it's like Rob said that
Eric was never going to be a traitor on this show.
The biggest mistake that Rob said he made was saying that he wanted to be a faithful and not be a traitor. And then looking back, he knows, well, if I had been a traitor, my odds of being in the game still would have been much higher. Right. But again, he wanted to be able to solve. He wanted to be the leader, that was solving the mystery. It's like
but I think this season consciously made a choice that originally I was not a fan of. And that is, last season was gamer heavy in the turret. And this season they flipped the opposite way because the Housewives got destroyed last year. Yes. But I mean, the gamers destroyed the Housewives last year. This is almost like run it back and
like it hourglass and got broken on the beach and all.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So
besides, so it's Candace and Lisa and Dorinda. Those are the only housewives left. And I really thought it's kind of dumb for them when it starts out with quite a few housewives. It's kind of dumb of them to cut more because at some point someone's going to go, wait, one of the housewives has to be a traitor, and there's not, you can't.
Well, you would have thought that about the gamers too. I mean, if that was the thing, one of the gamers must be, you would never hit a traitor because there isn't.
See, this would have been the thing that Terry would have sat there and figured out. He'd have figured out who everybody was.
But
who went home last year compared to this year and gone, you know what? Production probably did this. Last year they got decimated, so this year they're gonna be heavy on and this is who's left. So it's got to, you know what I mean? He would have figured that out.
Or do the Cochrane algorithm, for slide puzzles.
Yes. Or go through the Christian Ubecki status.
Or no, it's Holbicki that did that, isn't it?
He does the statistics and the oh my god, the chances
math.
Every single twist, idol, whatever. It's here are the odds of it actually working.
So did anybody's front runner change this week? Are you rooting for somebody different? Anybody?
Well, I have to because I was rooting for Tiffany.
Natalie? I don't remember.
All the way.
I think I picked.
Who do we want to go home? Because that's who I'm going to root for. That's how we're going.
Steven, because he doesn't say anything.
That's what I'm rooting for. Bye, Steven. See you.
I can live with Lisa Rinna going home. I'm sick of her.
I'm going to be honest. I'm changing my opinion from last time. Okay. Man, this is the night of the Zags tonight for me. I'm out on Dorinda and I want her gone. I thought the way she talked to Ron sucked to the point that I thought he was rather curt with her. And when he said something like I don't give a fuck if you know my family. Like she was putting the whole impetus of a relationship on him.
Yeah.
And so
Dorinda?
And seeing somebody, it bothers me. But, that they want to show this show in the best possible light, and they're doing the production stuff. They can't find a shot to fit Ron in with a group of people because the housewives have completely ostracized him.
Right, but Dorinda, she knew Michael outside of this game. She's known him from before. It's a New York thing, I guess, but. I thought maybe part of her attacking Ron was because she was trying at the beginning to deflect it from Michael. Let's go for Ron over Michael. But
no, she was bringing personal into the game.
She absolutely was. But I thought it happened at that particular moment for that reason. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm not that hip on her.
I want her gone.
I want her.
And
gone.
I want Ron to find two allies.
Yes. Are we rooting for Ron? We're rooting for Ron.
Well, we all love the underdog,
We love, and he's so.
No, I gotta go away from it. He's too. He's got no personality. I don't like him.
Who you want? Let me guess, David. You want Maura to win, right?
No, I'm Team Natalie. But if it's Natalie and Maura at the end,
that's right. Either one's fine as long as they're both there at the end.
Yeah. No, I just think Ron's not good TV. If Ron sticks around at the end, it's he sits there.
He might be though if some people become friends with him.
I don't know, man. His confessionals are funny.
They're very good.
They're good.
I don't know. It's like I want somebody to look at him and go, "Are you sure you want to be a comedian? Because you're not very funny."
Oh, he's hilarious. I'd be over there being like, "So it's
what has he said that's been funny? I can't think of a thing."
He would have been way funnier.
It's he has I don't know. He's
He'd have been way funnier if Rob C was still there. I'm just saying.
Would he have?
Yeah.
That would have made
Well,
better.
the show would be
It's a
better,
different
and the
filter.
mystery would be better, and
Yeah.
the podcast afterward would be better.
Well, do you want to know what would make this podcast even better? Is if you guys would leave us some feedback. You can do that by going to tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. Send us an email if you want to do that. But you could also find us on Facebook and play some of the games that are on there. Our buddy Mandy posted some pretty fun things the other day with Traitors. So you could reach us there if you should want to.
Yeah.
If you know us personally, you could send us a text if you really wanted to, or you can just be here when we are here, which hitting like and subscribe is going to help you be here whenever it is that we show up, because our schedule's a little wonky.
I mean, if you know us, you might even be able to slide into our DMs, but only if you know us.
Hey,
and you're from Rochester.
I'm just going to say, here at the Votes, we want fantastical, some fresh, some fucking feedback. Some feedback.
We want some fucking dope feedback.
Because we are the most dope, most attractive Traitors podcast out there. Modest.
That's us. That's us. The smartest. Well, and if you feel like you need to, like, I don't know, do you have a long commute to or from work? Then you could listen to us on the podcast instead of on the YouTube. You can listen to us wherever you find your most favoritist podcasts at the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed. And speaking of Jay and Jack, we would like to tip our hat to our Patreons who contribute at a certain level. That would be Eckhart Rickner, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed the Poopy Head Mailman. If you would like to be a Patreon, you can go to Patreon/Jay and Jack. Guys, we're going to be back next week. I'm assuming we're going to be back on Friday.
We'll be here.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
We're going to cover all the blood and the guts and the gore that the
and we're going to have some new.
I
predict we're all going to have new favorites next week. We're going to be surprised.
I predict that whoever I like the best will be the next to go home.
Yep. And all I gotta say Natalie, is bye, you freaking morons.
So everybody, I guess that's that. So until next week. Know your rights, keep each other safe, and take care.
Bye, guys.